Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I want to talk about Jalen Smith, and supposedly they're going to trade him. Phoenix Suns have taken calls from the Denver Nuggets, Detroit Pistons, Washington Wizards, San Antonio Spurs, and Toronto Raptors for Smith, who's been impressing us ever since they declined that team option. So, look, Pistons offers have included a Rodney McGruder, who was the first included in the Bull deal. So I wonder if they offered the same deal for Bull for Smith to the Suns. And I assume the Suns are trying to move him right now because his value is up and he's, free agent this summer. So I want to hear your thoughts down below. If you're either Wizards, Pistons, Spurs, Raptors fan, or whoever, what is your trade proposal for Smith? What is your value for him? What would you trade for him? Let's get right into it. And we're going to talk about each team and why they need him. Let's get into it. Denver Nuggets. Like and subscribe for more daily NBA content. So the Denver Nuggets, they obviously need a big man. And I know they've I think Boogie Cousins, I think his 10-day expired, but they're kind of it seems like Boogie could go back there. And it's because he's like a poor man's Nikola Jokic at this point. But I really think Smith, this is a team that they needed a big man, okay? Zeke Nnaji and JaMychal Green are both filling in as big men, and they're more small ball, but big mans because they're more of power forwards than anything. So Smith would be a perfect big man to get, come in 15 minutes a night, grab rebounds, stretch the floor, rim protect, whenever Jokic needs a breather. And even sometimes they could put Jokic and Smith at the power forward position so he can stretch the floor and, grab rebounds next to Jokic, because sometimes this team does get beat because they don't have a bunch of rebounders on this team, and he's a good fit right there. Next up, there's the Detroit Pistons, and the Pistons are a young developing squad, and they have Isaiah Stewart, but I bet you they would really, and they tried to trade for Bull, and this is a team that they're looking for a big man, and I like the idea of Isaiah Stewart, Smith being the front court, and then your backcourt being potentially Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes, and then Saddiq Bey at the small forward position. That's a lot of length. That's a lot of floor spacing. That's a lot of ability to get transition. That's a perfect team for Dwayne Casey and the Detroit Pistons. What they're trying to do is basically, it looks like trying to build the Raptors 2.0. And, this screams a move that the Pistons would like to do, and it fits their idea, and they have the money to re-sign him afterwards. So that's something why I could see them going for it. The Nuggets, it would be probably more of a rental because I don't know if they'd be able to re-sign him because, they are kind of constrained cap-wise. Now, the Washington Wizards, they could trade, obviously. There's Daniel Gafford, Thomas Bryant, and Montrezl Harrell. You could see maybe them trading either Montrezl Harrell or Thomas Bryant. I think they would trade Montrezl Harrell, but then I think it does become a little conflicting with the cap. So you have to wonder what would the Wizards be able to offer, because they also don't have 2028 or a pick till the 2028s that they could trade. So they're not going to be trading picks. So for a guy like Smith, and this is a team that I think the Wizards aren't going to do it. They don't need a big man. So we're going to move. They already have 3. So they already have a logjam, and it would have to require them moving one of their guys. So I don't think that's feasible. Now, the Spurs, they have Jock Landale, Zach Collins, who, has yet to play, and Jokic Pertl and Drew Eubanks. Eubanks kind of fell off. He's bad this year. Jock Landale has had some good moments, but he's more of a backup, let's be honest. And Jokic Pertl's been awesome, but he's been rumored to go back to the Raptors. So I could see them getting Smith because, that would move Calvin Johnson to the small forward position. Then Devin Vassell at shooting guard, you could argue. DeJounte Murray right there. And you could maybe say Derek White could be your 6th man instead of starting Derek White and DeJounte Murray. And, Smith would play the power forward next to Jokic Pertl. I really like that. And they have the money to re-sign, Smith, which is, I think, a big point of this is that you got to have the money to re-sign Smith. I think if you're going to get him, if not, he's just going to be a half-season rental, and that's why the Nuggets might do it and try to lowball them. Now, the Raptors are another team that they could re-sign him, but it's because, Chris Boucher is expiring, and I could see them trade a guy like Chris Boucher, but behind, Kem Birch hasn't been that great. Chris Boucher, he's starting to come around, but he wasn't great at the beginning of the year. Precious Achiuwa, he's awesome, but he's still young, so they would like someone. Kem Birch isn't what he was last year, so I do think Smith would be good if they could trade Kem Birch for him, and Kem Birch could be perfect for this team. Kem Birch and Bismack being your backups, I think that works really well for them. And, out of this, I think the most likely teams are either really the Nuggets, Pistons. I really want to put the top 2 Pistons and Spurs, then the Nuggets and Raptors. Nuggets and Raptors probably want him. Nuggets more than the Raptors. Nuggets probably want him for half season rental. Maybe they can keep him long term, but it'll be hard. While the Raptors can keep him, but he's also vital for their playoff push. Pistons and Spurs, I think they want him because they see him as perfect fits for what they're trying to develop there. And that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. That's the video. If you made it to the end, like and subscribe. I'd love to hear those thoughts. But until next, guys, put these out.